Hey, this is Etka. I'm sitting here with Elaine Gibson. She's one of the most amazing people I've ever met. And she has an interesting way of looking at life and taking care of her health. I just wanted you to get an idea of how she did these things. So I'm going to ask her some questions and we're going to get started. Like, she has this idea of that you can explain to me that you don't know what you don't know. What is that? What does it mean?
Well, it's actually become my whole mantra, my whole understanding. We get in trouble when we do the things that are not good for us, but we don't know what we don't know. And 4 years ago, actually in 2008, February of 2008, I found myself in a relapse. I was in stage 4 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. I thought I was being healthy. I mean, I really did. I had a very quick, done with episode in 2002. It was clean in 6 months. You know, I was eating right, ate a lot of vegetables, less fruits, but a lot of vegetables.
So you already made a lot of changes?
I made a lot of changes.
And then it came back.
It came back, and it was an, oh my goodness, come back. And I didn't know how, so here's what I did. After I took a deep breath, that's the first thing I did. Sure. I went, looked like this, and went, what do you want me to learn? And my journey began. I realized that I didn't know what I didn't know. So here's what I learned.
Yeah, you taught me so much too. You really have. It's amazing because just being a chiropractor and being a doctor, knowing about wellness and about the proactive choices we take also, then when you came into my life, you took it to the next level. And everybody I talk to about you, I share, and it's kind of like a brag about you, but it's amazing to be next to you, to hear that you were doing it at such a better level than anybody else. And then you even went a little bit more, and then you've really, now you busted it wide open. So that's why I want to know what you want.
Well, it's so exciting, Eric. I can't tell you. I don't want to say obsessed because that sounds like I'm crazy, but I'm surrounded, I'm engulfed in this feeling of being alive and being healthy. I actually feel like I've woken up from a deep sleep.
You could tell that as soon as we came.
Could you, when you and Etka came to visit us today. But here's what I learned. Disease, cancer, really has just a couple of things that creates it. So if your body is acidic and you don't have enough oxygen for your cells, you're going to get sick. Yeah. So I read that, you know, when I got sick, I had to go from place to place looking for stuff because the information isn't in one door. It's all spread out. Right. It's all spread out. So it all came down to that if we have an alkaline environment in our bodies, we eat alkaline, we drink alkaline water. When I started drinking alkaline water, incorporating that, as I was getting better, it took it to another level. Because all of a sudden, my cells were filled with oxygen. Because what I learned was that cancer is an anaerobic disease. Cancer cells are anaerobic, which means there's no oxygen. So when the body is filled with oxygen, filled with alkalinity, that it's so easy to embrace. Sure. You can't get that. You can't have, cancer cells can't live that way.
They can't thrive in that oxygen environment.
Absolutely.
It just kind of just takes care of it all the way.
Exactly. So that was the easiest thing in the world to do. Once I understood that, and once I owned that information, the rest, it was over. The rest was easy. So, am I going to eat an acidic food meal? Am I going to eat an alkaline food meal? Well, do I want to get cancer again? Do I want anybody to get cancer? No.
It's an easy choice now.
It's so easy because it's real. It's not, there's no paralysis. There's no decision. And there's no making an incorrect, dangerous decision through ignorance.
Well, what about folks who say, oh, that's never going to happen to me or something like that? I've often heard people say, well, as long as you take care of your body, you act as if. Act as if you may get heart disease or if you may get cancer. Now, a lot of folks, I mean, it takes a lot of work and energy to do what you do on a daily basis. And there's certain things you've learned that make it easier because, let's face it, being well is not the easiest thing in the world. We really have to do lots of different things that most people are used to doing. So how have you made it easier for yourself?
Well, it's such an interesting point. I think it's not easy. People make bad choices because they don't know what the good choices are. We make a decision to eat every day. So if eating can be so impactful on your health, then it's just a question of what are you going to eat? What meal are you going to prepare? Because everybody's in the mode of eating anyway. So if you know not to have sugar, and if you know not to have processed food or, white flour and stuff like that, when you go into a store, even if you're going to get a sandwich or something, well, you can get pumpernickel bread. You can get low glycemic bread rather than white bread or wheat bread or something that they're easy shifts. They're very, very easy shifts. The other thing is that people think everybody needs to eat 5 fruits and vegetables. No, if you eat 5 fruits, that's really dangerous because it's all sugar. Oops.
I get that a lot when we talk to our patients about to not eat fruits or fruit juice. It really is 180 degrees of what they heard.
Exactly.
And they don't understand how quickly the sugars go into their fat cells, and the fact that cancer loves sugar.
It's the only thing they eat.
So it's interesting where a lot of people in America, they're carbohydrate addicts, and that's sugar. And then we see cancer going through the roof. What I was thinking about when you were talking is where you were really, really motivated to make these changes. Okay. Now, if somebody else isn't as motivated right now, how are they going to be able to incorporate a couple things into their life?
Well, they may not be motivated because they're not faced with death the way I was. I mean, most people don't survive what I had. And that's pretty scary. But I never went there. Thank you. But I never thought I was going to die. I just really felt I'd been tapped on the shoulder and said, we have a journey you need to take. And this is what you're here for. And it may sound a little woo-woo, but I really believe that through me, people will have the ability to learn how to be healthier. So it's easy. Rule of thumb. If you're going to have 1 fruit, you need to have 4 vegetables to counteract that. If you're going to go for a snack, go for a salad or go for, I love to take red peppers. I just cut them up and I take them. I used to eat potato chips all the time. Now I eat red peppers and stuff like that. But this is easy. If you're going to have fruit, aside from being sure that it's in season and organic, be sure that you have enough vegetables to counteract it. So that's a very, very easy thing to do. The other thing that's really easy to do is drink a lot of water. And drink a lot of alkaline water. It's got to be alkaline, ionized, all of that stuff. So that's a very easy decision to make. People are drinking water, people are eating. It doesn't get simpler than that. So what I'm trying to do, what we're trying to do, and which is why we created Renewed Living, is a place where people can come for all the information. Because I want you to have total control. For you, for Angel, for the boys, for your family, for your patients, for everybody. And it really is so much easier to be healthy.
So all the information we're talking about that's spread out everywhere,
right.
Other doctors and naturopaths, medical doctors, chiropractors, we're going to bring it into one website, to one company.
Exactly.
Where someone can go and get everything they need. Right? I don't want to say one-stop shopping, but it's
right.
kind of like,
right.
Here's the foods, here's the preparations, here's kind of labels, here's the best stuff, here's a better choice than this, like you said before.
Exactly.
And there's an ebook too.
There's ebook. There's lots of ebooks. There's
right.
lots of courses to come. We're so excited about bringing Renewed Living to the world that, like I said, I feel like I've woken up from a deep sleep and I want the world to wake up and dance with me too.
They will.
They will. It's really funny, Eric. I just want to tell you that, I've got grown children. They are, because of what they've seen me doing, my son juices every day, green juicing every single day. He takes it to work, all the time. He's never without it. His family is eating better. My daughter has always been healthy, but now, again, we didn't know what we didn't know. So she's into other healthier things as well, and so it really infiltrates. And just one other point I found is that I have a lot of people that are vegans that are coming to me now and saying, I'm a vegan, but I'm still a junk food eater.
Yeah.
So you can be a vegan and not be eating that healthy, because you can have a very acidic diet. Exactly, and I'm finding that that's a big population that is being attracted to me. And junk food vegans. Right. So we're doing a lot of teaching and educating, and we go into companies, we're going to businesses now. We go into centers, homes, whatever. So we're excited. We hope a lot of people come to Renew Living.
You're awesome.
You're not so bad yourself.
How's that?